Nothing like an old record. This one's called Fly Me to the Moon. I don't know what the song is, but don't you just love record players? They're so much fun. I'm just working in my craft room right now, trying to organize some stuff. Thought I'd put this on because it just makes me feel good. I have a bunch of records that I inherited from somebody. And they're all really old and love it. Speaking of music, I have got all of these wine crates are full of little music boxes. Love these. They're so much fun. I'm trying to do an inventory of what I have. This used to be my grandmother's. She had it in her ceramic shop that she used to own. So she, you know, would, I think she got these because she made some ceramic boxes to put these in. So, you know, some sort of, I don't know what actually she did, but I don't think she did very many music boxes because there's so many still in these boxes, but they're so fun. And I have created one thing with these so far for myself, but I'm just gonna organize these right now. And this one's Frosty the Snowman, but there's some other really good ones in here, and I don't really know what I want to do. Like, I might end up just keeping a few for projects and then selling the rest. I'm not sure, but they're really good. Like, they're really good boxes. They're made, most of them are the Robin, what is it? Robin, yeah, the Robin brand. I believe, yeah, made in Japan. They're very good. Love them. So it's hard to decide, you know, but I don't have room for all this stuff. I need to figure out what to do with it. But anyway, so far I'm just writing down what I have and enjoying being in this room and listening to that music on the record player. So anyway, bye. So yesterday I took inventory on my music boxes, and I have 171. Some were not accounted for in this because like they were not up to standard. But I have 171 that are good, and multiples of different songs. Like, well, first of all, let me show you what I did. This is my music box that I did, and I put a music box in there, but it's not really finished. And this, I was mostly just trying to decide what I wanted to do. So this is for me, and yes, I did use AI. This was a while back that I used AI to generate this picture because it means something to me, something that happened to me around 6 or 7 years old when I was in Japan, involving a frog. And so this helps me to remember that, and well, I can't forget it, but anyway, it's not fastened in here yet, and it's not quite flush against this, which I want it to be. So the next ones I make will be more accurate and, you know, moved over so that it can have the hole in the right place. And but I like these little boxes, these music boxes, because you can see through them. They're so cool. You can see and watch the little watch the song being played as well as hearing it. Let me show you. I'll wind it up. Wind it up faster. I don't know if that's as fast as it goes. Let me wind it a little more so we can kind of get a better idea. Yeah, I think this is up to speed. And the song that is playing is called Born Free. Isn't that cute? This is a Robin brand music box that is made in Japan. It's vintage. My grandmother had this in her ceramic shop for I don't know how many years because it was there when I was a kid in the 70s, so I don't know how long it's been there, but I collected them all. Yeah, but I have this little keychain, also a music box, music box keychain from Japan. When we lived in Japan, my parents picked it up there, and I've since inherited a lot of the family stuff that nobody else really cared about, but I always liked this, so I've kept that. And maybe I'll play it. I like to keep it in here because this is kind of my Japan, well, I don't know if it's my Japan box, but it might be. I'm going to show you what I did on the underside of this box. Well, maybe I should take this out first. Okay, on the underside of the box, I put my stamp. This is my name, but with a frog around the middle character. But this is my name, Dessa, in Japanese. I learned to write that when I was, 5 or 6. I learned to write my name, and I just love this. I used one of those pink erasers, and I carved it, and then I basically made it into a stamp. So all the boxes I make are going to have that on here. But I wanted to keep this box natural. I didn't do anything to it other than put my picture on there, decoupage that on there. I might, with the boxes, maybe this one too, I'm not sure. I may go ahead and put the song lyrics on the inside. Maybe I'll type them up, print them up, use Canva to make them cute or something, and then print them up and then decoupage on the inside the lyrics, possibly. I really like this project, and I'm going to show you this one. This one's cool because you can turn it on or off. So I can wind it. I'll wind it a little bit. Hold on. Hard to do this with holding the phone. Okay, so These are so cute. I saw recently too, I saw some on, I think eBay, or yeah, I think maybe eBay. They're going for like $50. Like, wow. Didn't really know that they were worth that much, but this is a memento from when I lived in Japan, so I don't know if I'd part with this one. But you can turn it off, which is nice. Okay. I'm going to tell you some of the songs that we have that out of the 171 music boxes that I counted up yesterday. These are the songs that I have. So I'm like all these are all Christmas. So I have like Frosty the Snowman, White Christmas, First Noel, I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus, 12 Days of Christmas, Silent Night, Red-Nosed Reindeer, Winter Wonderland, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Jingle Bell Rock, Here Comes Santa Claus. And then I only have one Happy Birthday out of all of those. I guess that was a popular one, and so there was only one left. And then Over the Rainbow, I only have two of those. And then there's When Iris Eyes Are Smiling. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to look that one up, see if I can find that tune, because I don't know. I have no idea what it is. And then Doggy in the Window. I have like 5 of those, and I love Doggy in the Window. That's a song that is really old, and I used to sort of sing that when I was a kid too. It goes something like, how much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? I think I did it wrong, but anyway, something like that. And then there's Zippity-Doo-Dah, Dixieland, Laura's Theme, which I can't think of what the tune is to Laura's Theme, but I've heard that title a lot. Probably from the 70s. You Are My Sunshine, Matchmaker, Matchmaker from Fiddler on the Roof. And then there's Tie a Yellow Ribbon, around the old oak tree, right? And then Feelings, there's only one of those. Feelings, nothing more than feelings. Remember that? Okay, and then Chattanooga Choo Choo, which I don't recognize that, only the title. Dance Ballerina, and then Sound of Music. Yeah, Sound of Music, only one of those. And then there's like a couple of I've Been Working on the Railroad, and then 10 Little Indians, there's 5, and Tea for Two. Like, I really like Tea for Two, and I'm really glad I have about 8 of those. But like, I don't know, that's such a cute song, Tea for Two. And then on the back here, let's see, what do we have? Carousel Waltz, Edelweiss. I only have one Edelweiss. I'll probably keep this. Candyman, Hawaiian Wedding. And then More, M-O-R-E. I don't know what that is. And then there's only one of I Left My Heart in San Francisco. And then there's I Could Have Danced. I think that's from My Fair Lady, I believe. And then You're Nobody Till Somebody Loves You. I'm assuming that's the song. Then Music Box Dancer, Raindrops. Oh, I have like 8 of the Raindrops. I think the Raindrops is, I'd have to verify, but I think it's the one that goes, from the 70s. Raindrops keep falling on my head. I think it's that one. And then I think we all know what Star Wars is. Probably the Star Wars theme. And then we have Yankee Doodle and The Way We Were, which I love that. That was a Barbra Streisand. I think there was a movie called The Way We Were. But anyway, that's a Barbra Streisand song. And then we have The Entertainer and Born Free. I have one more of those, and I just showed you that one. You heard that one in this video. And then there's You Light Up My Life. There's only 2 of those, so I'm probably gonna, I don't know, it's so hard. Like, I don't want to keep everything, but I don't know, some of them I just really like. And then there's Take Me Out to the Ball Game, Love Me Tender, you know, that's an Elvis song. And then Anniversary Waltz, and then one of I'd Like to Teach the World to Sing, I guess. I think that's the song. They only have so much space to print the titles on these music boxes, so they probably, I don't even really know what the titles are, you know. Anyway, the only thing that's like a little, like, I have to figure out, because I have, like I said, I have 171 of these little boxes, but I don't know if I have 171 of these. I have to look and see how many of the winding things that I have to go on to the music boxes. So anyway, I'm going to show you my stamp that I created for the bottom of the thing. So hold on. So I have this Speedball, and my videos aren't sponsored, so but I wanted to show you, like, it has these little carving tools. It's where you can interchange them. But I have that, and that's what I used. And I used one of these pink pearl erasers, see? And I just did a little carving, nothing special, nothing too difficult. And I used some ink, and I just tested it out first on paper to make sure that I carved enough, and I was pretty happy with the way that it looks, you know. Like, I mean, with this wood grain, it has that little, it didn't stamp perfectly, but like, I kind of like that imperfection. I really like it. But it's sort of like, so there's like so many people who do these really cool, they make really ornate designs on these tiny erasers, and it's just amazing what they do. But mine is just so simple. There's nothing real special about it. But like, it reminded me of, like, I did this in high school, where we had to carve our own, I don't know what they call this, a linograph, I don't know what it's called, I can't remember, but anyway, where we carved, you know, first I drew it out from a little image, and then, you know, drew it out, and then I think we drew onto this, and then we took a tool similar to this, you know, and we like carved it out, and then we had to stamp it on paper to see how it looks. And I really like the way it turned out. I love all these little imperfections in the background. I just think it adds so much to it. And then, like, you can see here in the original, the shadow doesn't have lines in it, but my shadow has lines in it, and I just really like that. But anyway, it was a fun project when we did it. But I just wanted to show you. Those are the only 2 times that I've done any kind of carving like that, using tools like this, and it was a lot of fun. But anyway, just to just to clarify something, although I used AI on this was for me. I did it at a time when I wasn't able to paint and do very much, but like, I don't know, I just felt the need. I needed to make this for myself. But all the other ones that I plan to do, if I continue on with this kind of project, it's going to be, the images on here are going to be my own artwork, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Like, I want to make my own artwork up here. It may be still me making the artwork first, and then like doing a print and then decoupaging on top. I might do it that way rather than just painting on the wood. I think I might, because I kind of do like the way that it is with just decoupaging it on. So I may do that. Not sure. But there's just so many options, and and I get ideas all the time for constantly get ideas all the time for things that I want to do, like, I think I do have an ADHD brain, but my daughter keeps telling me that she thinks all of us, everybody in our family, she thinks we all do, but yeah, but I get all these ideas all the time, and like, yeah, I don't know, I just love to be creative, and I don't like to stick to one thing. I like to explore and do so many different things, and so I guess we'll see if this goes anywhere, because like I said, I've only done one so far, just mine, and yeah, we'll just see what happens. But it's fun. It's just the process, and it's the excitement of doing something and kind of being in the zone while you're doing it. And I like the project like this. I like it because it combines two kinds of things that I really love, which is music, and I love art and music. It combines both of those. And then because these seem like they're more like a jewelry box or something like that, I envision making jewelry to match, like, not to match what the box looks like or anything, but like if I were to make these as like to give away as a gift for somebody, I would try to match the theme, the song and everything, and the image, and like maybe try to match them up, and then maybe make a piece of jewelry for that person to go along with the gift, and stick it inside the jewelry box, and just give that as a complete gift. And I just really like that idea, and yeah, I don't know, we'll see. There's a lot of things in my life that feel like, I don't know, we'll see. I'm just kind of going with the flow, and like I did when I was a kid, some things get finished, some things don't get finished, and sometimes they get, like, you forget that you were playing with something, and then you come back to it later and you're like, oh yeah, oh that's right, that's right, I want to do that again. A lot of that, and nothing wrong with that. So yeah, I don't know, what kinds of things do you like to do? Tell me in the comments what kinds of things that you enjoy doing. And I have a playlist on here called Show and Tell, And I kind of consider videos like this kind of like show and tell. And so show and tell what it is that you like. I'd be very interested to hear what it is that interests you. All right, I hope you have a good day. Bye.